position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. He's on the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got him in the flat. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got enough space. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on fourth and goal?
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got a man. It's Sowell. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Spin, still running. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He unleashes a long one. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Mustangs will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Headed to the end zone.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll run it. score. Touchdown, Mustangs. He'll try to tack on one more.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Safe little shovel pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
This offense starts deep in a hole. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
On the ground, it's Hart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He gets a block. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Wingo. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
He caught it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely center cut. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Here we go. Right. Blue 22.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's
got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling, keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Takes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Runs through the tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Sowell. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
They'll open the second half with a run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The short hands, it's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to change this route. They're going to ride this running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the catch. Looking for the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't... than last time threw a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got his man on the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal.
Cricket.
They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space. It's Harden. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Makes the grab, turning it on. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Ready.
Lining up to convert third down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Here comes the Texas offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the...
There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground. He's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Got enough for the first down. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To throw, it's Duncan. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll test the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They're working that left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. Touchdown, SMU! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's forward. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Duncan. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's French.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Here on third down for this offense. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. people might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.